The goal of charting is to separate the signal from the noise. Oh, my friends, that is exactly what we are here to do every day, is to help you do what? Figure out if the stocks and ETFs that you are charting are going up or down. Think about how simple in concept our goal is. Just to determine, is the stock or ETF that I want to invest in or am invested in, is it going up or down? Binary, 0 or 1. That's how simple it is. But at the same time, with the billions of inputs, all the things you are competing against, you are up against, it's not as easy as it sounds. That's why each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that's all we ask. Everything is up today except gold. Let's jump first into the S&P 500 as we end the week after 2 prior weeks of dojis. This is a green up week, up 0.82% for the day. Didn't quite get up to average volume on the 2-day. You can see on the half-day how low the volume has been for many days. The last time we hit average volume was last Friday morning. Since then, we've seen the market go up, down on Wednesday, and then up Thursday, Friday. So again, this overall has been a week reaching a higher high, and it's just beautiful to see things continuing. We have been long this whole time. We've been watching. We've been waiting to see. And again, we sprang up even higher today, punching through that prior ceiling. And again, this market just keeps going. When's it going to end? I can't tell you, but it's going to be dramatic when it does. It's going to shock people. There's going to be some exogenous event. I don't know what it's going to be, but things are going to hammer down. But until they do, we're going to keep riding the gravy train. For those of you who are not Patreon members, why are you not supporting the work we do here, helping us underwrite the cost of the channel? Because you get each and every day, the first thing I send out is the 5-day plus ETF trading analysis and execution plan, along with the trade execution summary grid. You want to see what those look like? Go to our Patreon page. You can see some older ones there. We post them for our Patreon members on the Patreon page and also email it to them. So think about it. Not only that, you get my latest book and you get our 3-part series, Options Made Simple, The Charting Wealth Way. That's where we are with the S&P. We are still long. What about NASDAQ 100? It is up even more for the day, 1.07%, rocking up even higher. Almost average volume on the weekly, just below, well, it's again been decreasing on the 2-day for the last 8 days now as the volume has slacked off. You can see average volume in the morning fell off in the afternoon on Friday, but again, rocking up nicely. Like I said, 1.07%. We are still long. In fact, we are longer on the NASDAQ 100 now than we are on the S&P 500. We've been riding that baby up. Our backtest accuracy, 72 and 78% respectively on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100. And of course, our directional probability even higher. So things are looking good. And we'll see how long they look good, but we're cautious, but we're still riding that wave. What about 20-year U.S. government bonds? We can see the weakness here as we ended the week with the doji. We did have a higher week, so we are still long the 20-year U.S. government bonds, TLT. We're still long, but we are cautious. We can see where things were down on Thursday, down in the morning, and then popped up a little bit in the afternoon to be about flat, but technically 0.04% for the day. So again, 4 weeks of nice looking up candles, getting bigger and higher as things move along. Volume fell off some from last week. So again, we'll watch, we'll wait, we'll see where bonds will keep going. Now gold has pushed through the weekly trend line on the 2-day. Of course, we had a big bump up on Monday and then a huge fall off on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we had that strong down movement in the morning, a little bit of recovery in the afternoon. Thursday, we see a little green. And then Friday, down 0.34%. Our second red down candle sitting right there, that latest candle sitting right there on the 2-day chart on that weekly trend line. Like we said, we had a week where things went higher, had all this volume, but some weakness. We'll continue to watch gold, see if it's just digesting some gains, getting ready to move up again. But 2 red down candles on the 2-day chart, 4 days of down movement there gives us a pause for concern. We are still, though, strongly bullish when we do the math on our trade execution summary grid and look at the 5-day plus ETF trading analysis. For those of you who are Patreon members, you can read the price direction prediction along with the best trade entry point, strategic profit exit point, expected move, and backtest results and where those are coming from, because those are always explained very nicely in our 5-day plus ETF trading analysis and execution plan. Like I said, go to the Patreon page for Charting Wealth and you can check out some old ones and see the kind of information they provide you to decide whether it's worth it for you to consider becoming a Patreon supporter. And not only do you get to help underwrite the cost of what we do here on a daily basis for free to the crowds, you also get all the bennies. Let's move on to HODL. That is Bitcoin. And where's Bitcoin today? Popping up a little bit. We saw Bitcoin hammer down. It actually started back on October 7 after things just ran up crazy through the morning of the afternoon of October 6, and then starting on the morning of October 7, things really started a strong rundown. That ended on Monday, the 25th of October, where things popped up, but not enough energy to push through the weekly trend line. Then popped down strong on Wednesday, moved up Thursday and Friday, but not enough energy to get through that weekly trend line yet. That's on the half-day chart. We look at the 2-day chart, and we can see all the weakness in volume and a doji just sitting right there on the weekly trend line. As we look at the weekly chart, big down movement last week, not as much this week. Volume, though, is average, so we'll continue to watch, wait, and see. We are nonetheless bearish, just a little more than a coin toss, not super bearish on HODL, but we are bearish. The only thing bearish on our charts, everything else is bullish. Number 1 in bullishness is gold. Number 2 is the NASDAQ 100. Number 3, the S&P 500. And number 4, 20-year U.S. government bonds. That is where we are as we end the week and look into the next week. Always love to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out to us, cw@chartingwealth.com. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.